welcome to today's My Insight, alright? And today I listened to this 365, JT Fox 365, and it was so powerful, but it was one of the most silly videos or silly recordings that he published in his 365. And this was them making fun of someone. Also, it was basically based on a short video series on YouTube called Charlie the Unicorn, which I watched, and it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But it is quite telling in the aspect of how you believe in yourself and how you believing in the situation and you going on for the ride can actually be more beneficial to you than you being a pessimist and you always thinking that things are going to turn out wrong and what is going on and blah blah blah. All right, so I'm not going to go into detail. You can go check it out. But the interesting thing, at least in my perspective, was how the headspace that the unicorn was in. Okay, now I'm not saying that you can't change your mind mid-process of accomplishing something. You definitely can, but you need to change it. You can't just expect things you have to change it along the way. Meaning, if you start a project, okay, and you begin it with a pessimistic headspace, and then you continue that pessimistic headspace up until the very end, you cannot expect things to magically, poof, become great. That does not happen, okay? If you are going to have a specific headspace in regards to something, you have to understand that the way you view it from the get-go, or the way you view it for most of the duration of the project, is going to impact you. Okay, because during the entire video series, he was very pessimistic. This unicorn was extremely pessimistic, did not want to go on for the ride, and all of that jazz. It was quite disheartening. I'm like, dude, what? Go on. I know you're kind of this is too good to be true, or this is too much, or what have you. But I know this sounds a little you're how does this make sense? How this makes sense is the headspace in which most people view projects in. Okay, that's what I took from it. So, when you begin a project, yeah, there's going to be a little trepidation, but especially if it's a project that other people are getting you into, okay? Now, the reason why I say this is the minute you pivot, how quickly you pivot and how quickly you become a part of the group and you incorporate all these things, the faster you will get to the result. And the faster you will get into the mood, and that will just exponentially expand, because what you concentrate on expands, takes shape and space. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention, okay, is because Charlie the unicorn was very pessimistic up until the last bit. The last bit when things were starting to look good, okay? And that's when he was like, oh my God, I found what I was supposed to find, from the beginning, from the series. And I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be amazing, blah, blah, blah. But then at the time where he finds that thing that he was supposed to be looking for and that should have found, at that point, he is so pessimistic. His headspace is so pessimistic that he completely misses the point. But what do I mean by what I just said? Okay, because what I said is he completely misses the point. And the point is not that the manifestation happened, it's that the manifestation, okay, happens on a duration of time. Your goal must never be the end result. Your goal should always be the way there. Because during your way there, things will happen, you'll learn stuff, and that is going to allow you to fully embrace the end result. Okay? But when you are fully pessimistic and always looking for the thing that might go wrong, even when you get to the end result, your end result is going to be like schnoot. Okay? You will not be able to take it full advantage of it because you are so stuck in your pessimism that you won't take enjoyment out of it. Okay? And I think that, and I'm saying this from a perspective of, I find it important because a lot of people that I see on my day-to-day, all right, wonder why I'm so, and I'm generalizing, and I'm not even sure if they think this, but if they don't, I suggest they start thinking this way, because, like, I'll backtrack. I see a lot of people envious of me. Why? I don't know. They have their reasons. And I don't care why they're envious of me. The only thing that I want to instill within them is that the only reason why things work out for me is because of my optimism. That's it. Because I have an optimistic way of viewing life, because I have an optimistic way of viewing things that go wrong in my life. That's why. That's it. There's nothing magical about it. What I've learned through these years, okay, my process, okay, has led me to understand that the process is the most important thing. It is what is going to lead you to your objective. But you can't get to your objective without the process. The process is an integral part of the you being there. You see, the issue is that all these gurus, all these people talk to you about the end result. And yes, you should be concentrating on the end result, but you should fully experience the step-by-step process. Because one of the things that JT Fox is very big on is what happens in his process, okay? This entire year, I've been listening to his 365s, and this is his process. The ups, the downs, the positive, the negative, all of it. Okay, it's the process. It's the process that counts. Because the process is going to lead you to something great, something grand. It's going to teach you something that you would never have thought of before. Because in his process, okay, in the process of this year of me listening to these videos, his partner screwed him over. He tried to take everything from him, and he took him to court. He won, and all those things. But throughout this entire process, and through the entire process, we followed GT. Okay, so we saw all of the ups and downs, all of it. So if you think that business is a straight line, it's not. It's a winding road of where am I, what's happening, who's this backstabber behind me, what is going on. That's what business is. Now I'm talking of business because I mentioned JT, but this is what life is. Social endeavors, financial endeavors, adventure endeavors, whatever type of endeavor you embark upon, it's this. Life is this. Life is a meandering, I don't know if that's the right word, but it's a road you don't know where it's going. But you go on for the ride and you think like JT, okay? Which is you are what's this word? Something optimism. It's like he's pessimistic, he is I don't remember his exact terms, but he basically says this all the time. He is cognizant that things will go wrong, but he's optimistic he can get out of it. That's it. That is the only way. And this is exactly what I did, okay? This is exactly how I was able to manifest this version of me. This is exactly what Christopher Duncan talks about. It's the future you that is calling the present you to it. Okay? So everything that you have had to go through is leading you up to that person. But if you don't allow it to fully take shape and, become a reality, you're basically gonna be mad at yourself. So what I'm trying to say, okay, is that the process of you should be content and happy. You should live the process fully, because every bit of the process is going to lead you to your objective. Okay? Which means the bad, the ugly, the great, the beautiful, the downsides, everything is a necessary part of your life experience, and it is what is going to lead you to an absolute amazing whatever you're creating. But you need to go through all the steps. And I hear a lot of people being mad at God, being pessimistic because God did not help them through the tough times and through all this. I just have to say, okay, that if you are not happy with the current situation, it is not because of God. It is because of your short-sightedness. It is what it is. Everything in life happens for a reason, okay? And it is leading you up to that thing you want to create. But in order for you to create it, you need to go through this. You need to go through the steps. You need to go through the steps. You need to go through these steps, through everything that is thrown at you. And yes, sometimes you will complain. And it's fine. As long as you keep the complaint to a minimum. Or should I say, sometimes you are going to get annoyed. And it is fine to get annoyed with your own creation. It is fine. But don't let it be your default mode. Meaning, don't let this annoyance be what is going to stop you from actually creating what you want. Because all of it that you're currently going through that is pissing you off to no extent is actually what is going to allow you to create it. Okay? So what I want you guys to think about, seriously, is, are you stopping short from what you want to actually manifest because you are perceivably at wit's end? Ponder that.